This video is just going to be about raising archery. This character is actually a sneaky assassin archer. My archery is currently at level 76 and I want to get this 5th perk into overdraw. So basically what I've done is I've come down here to the Theives Guild and I've been doing a bit of questing and a bit of selling of stuff, and I've got 20,000 in gold roughly, so I'm going to buy archery training. So I don't know how much I'll get for my 20,456 gold, but I'm a level 76 and I'm just going to buy this training. So this character is not a glitched or exploited character, it's a legitimate character, so I haven't been using any of the exploits or glitches that the game has to offer. Just playing the game the way the game is actually meant to be played. So let's go with this. Hopefully I get 5 levels, but I got 5 levels and I'm dead broke with 706 gold left.
Come find me if you need more marksmen.
Okay, so that's 5 levels. Now the idea of this this is to actually try and get myself was to try and get 15-16 levels in archery in 10 or 15 minutes. So I've got 5 levels of this bloke, which is more than I thought I'd get, so I'll probably get 16 levels of archery in this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to travel off to Whiterun, and I'll pick this up in Whiterun.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons.
So we've fast travelled to Whiterun, and while we've come to Whiterun is now we are going to try and pick up the archery skill books. There's one right here at the Drunken Huntsman, so it's right where you come in the entrance to Whiterun and straight into the Drunken Huntsman here. So what we're going to do now is there's 5 archery skill books that can be picked up throughout Skyrim. Each one of those skill books is in about 4 different places, I think. But archery skill books are pretty easy to pick up. They're basically just laying around, no dungeons, no fighting to get to them. So just come behind this bloke's counter, and there's the archery skill book there. So we'll take that. That's the first of our 5 archery skill books. It is sterling if you take that, and that bloke will try and chop your head off if he catches you. So now we're out of here and we're off up to Jorvaska, where the companions hang out, and there's an archery skill book up in the bottom of there. So I'm pretty broke after buying that that training, so I might do my next video will probably be about how I make money in Skyrim. So I'll have to make some money to keep buying stuff and doing things, so I'll make my next video about that. So we're off here to the companions. So this is a an absolute legitimate character. I've bought quite a bit of training, and I've basically funded it through a few perks in speech and by mixing potions and enchanting things, which along the way raises in enchanting and alchemy. So come into the companions and go down the bottom here. If you started the companion quest, you know where I'm sort of heading, down towards where you first see the harbinger of the companions to start all their quest lines. So this on archery, I have actually bought quite a few levels. I bought some earlier off Fendal, but I didn't do the glitch to take the exploit to take the money back off him because, like I said, this is a legitimate character. And I've bought a few off the lady that's here in the companions as well. So in this locked case, this case is usually locked, but it's open because I come in here and I took the elven bow that's in here early in the game, and that's what I've been using pretty much through most of the game. And there's a skill book there, so you can read that skill book and take it. And there's 2 of the skill books down, so we put 7 levels of archery on now. So what I'll do is I'll cut this here, and our next stop we're off to Markarth to get the next skill book. So from Whiterun I fast travel to Markarth. Everyone should know where Markarth is. And basically this is where you fast travel and land just inside the gates of Markarth. So there's the inn, and there's the general store. So you pretty much run straight up here. There's that Vigilant of Stendar. Hopefully I can get past him. I did get past him. Beautiful. So basically you just run straight up from the main entrance down there, into Markarth, just run straight up to here, and this is Treasury House. So inside Treasury House is a archery skill book. It'll be the third one that we've picked up, 2 in Whiterun, and this is the third one. Generally what I try and do on most characters is I don't pick up the archery skill books. I save them for later in the game when I'm higher level. So there's not much use picking up archery skill books when you're a level 20 in archery, because at that level, buying training off Fendal is pretty cheap. So I save the archery skill books till I get to say level 75, 76, and I want to get to that level 80 mark in archery. So pretty much just run in the front door of the Treasury House, down the steps here, and it's over here on the barrel, I think.
You just let old Nana.
No, it's there. There it is. So there's the archery skill book in Treasury House. So read that. It is actually sterling if you take it, and I want to hack you to pieces if they catch you stealing it.
I'm married to Thonar.
Good luck to you, love. So that's pretty much it. So what I'll do now is I'll leave here. I can't remember the name of the place I'm going to now. It's just down here north of Falkreath. About there, yeah. Hunter's Rest is where we're off to next. So what I'll do is I'll leave this here and I'll fast travel to Hunter's Rest, and we'll get another archery skill book there. So where I am now is called Hunter's Rest, and in relation to the rest of the map, it's Falkreath, the Dark Brotherhood, and there's Half Moon Mill, where I think if you've done the Dark Brotherhood, you killed, I think, Hurt or Hearn the vampire, and Hunter's Rest is just there. So all you do, this is, ingredients, can't walk past them. All it is here is just a little hunter's cabin. There's a couple of hunters will be around here somewhere. They might even be asleep. I don't know what the time is. I can hear a dragon. I hope he doesn't come and cause me a drama. But anyway, between where these two guys' bedrolls are and where they're asleep, there's the archery skill book. So we'll read that one. And now we've got 4 of the 5 archery skill books that are available in the game. And we've now put on 9 levels of archery. So I'll stop here, and where we're off to next is Angie's camp. So here we are at Angie's camp. I'll quickly show you the map. So there's the Dark Brotherhood, there's Falkreath, there's Helgen. So above Falkreath you will find Angie's camp. Angie's camp. So what you do when you get here is you run up into the hut here, and you will find Angie. There's Angie. But we'll go in here first, and in here in her bedroom is the 5th and last archery skill book. So you read that. I think you can just take this one. Not too worried. But anyway, so that means we've now gained 5 levels from training at the Theives Guild, and we've gained 5 levels from picking up the 5 archery books that exist. So come and speak to Angie. I'll run through this quickly, but basically you just have to get to the point.
Like I said, name's
Ask her what the targets are for, blah blah blah. Probably better than you, girly. And then ask her, I'm ready for some practice.
Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin.
What you have to do is you have to use the practice arrows. So there's 10 there, and there's another 10 there. So as soon as I fast travelled here, I actually ran into some bandit thugs that were after me because of the stealing that I was doing to get that $20,000 to buy the training. So killed them and lined their bodies up nicely for the wolves to come and eat. So Angie will go through this business here, but basically you've got to shoot the targets. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen all this before. So I'll do this first bit and then I'll cut it out. So it looks like we will get our Angie can give us 6 levels of archery training, which will give us the 16 levels of archery that I was after. So I have to change to the practice arrows here quickly. I should change to my practice arrows. I should change to the elven bow,
Boundaries and only
but
use the practice arrows.
we'll go at it with this hunting bow.
Aim for the middle.
So just take notice of where you actually have to aim when you're doing them in the single one. So I should just probably aim about there and it'll hit dead center.
Nice shot. Right on target.
And that gives you a level.
Now hit the target to the left.
So I hit the target to the left, take your time and take note of where you have to aim to hit that target.
Great shot. Now hit the target to the right.
And hit the target to the right. So you just, those three just aim pretty much lower.
Nice shot. Right on
So
target.
that's those three, and that's given us another 3 levels. I'll probably cut this here while Angie goes through all her blurb, and I'll come back as soon as she's ready to for me to do the next bit again. So Angie's done her thing, and what I've got to do is I've got to hit these 3 targets in 8 seconds, the front 3 targets in 8 seconds. So having taken notice of where I aimed on the first go when I was doing singles, I can just knock these over pretty quick.
1, 2, 3. Be careful. You did it. All 3 targets in 8 seconds.
So then
Nice job.
Angie will give me another level,
Let me know if you want to practice some more.
and
Next time we'll
I'll
make it
ask
a
her to
bit more
practice again,
challenging.
and I'll come back with the next bit. But otherwise it takes too long for her to go through all this stuff. So Angie's finished her little blurb in between you getting to shoot the target, so now I've got to hit the target right at the back. I probably should change to an elven bow or a heavier bow to hit this back target, but because your arrow flight is dependent on the quality of your bow. So heavier bows like Daedric and Ebony and even the Elven to a certain extent are easier to hit longer targets with further away targets than this hunting bow is. So this hunting bow I'm probably going to have to aim fairly high at the target, so make sure you take note of where you're aiming when you hit the target, because Angie will tell you when you hit it, because for the next target practice, for the next time you've got to hit all 4, you'll need to know where to aim at the first one. So that should be about it.
Nice shot. Right on
So
target.
that's that one. So
Let me know if you want to practice
I'll do the
some
same
more.
thing again. I'll
Next
cut
time
here
we'll
and
make
let
it a bit
Angie
more
Angie
challenging.
talk shit for 5 minutes again. So
I'll count
Angie's finished doing a bit, and so because I remembered where I was aiming on the last time, I should be able to get the first one in one go and then pick the others up.
1, 2, 3. Hey, watch it. You did it. All 4 targets in 10
So then
seconds.
Angie will give me another level. So that's it. So I have I've got a level up, and I have got now picked up 16 levels of archery in I don't know 15-16 minutes, and that's it. So not bad. I think I've gone from level 76 to level 92. Is that 16? Someone will have to do the maths and tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, I know I've got 16 levels of archery in this episode. 5 levels from the training at the start with the Theives Guild. 5 levels by going to pick up the 5 archery books that I've left alone so far on this playthrough. And the 6 levels I've just picked up with Angie then. So that's pretty much it for this video. Next video I'll probably do will be about how I make money in Skyrim, and so I'll probably show you how to make some money, and I'll go and buy some more training of someone else.